Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'll be going through an introduction and review of the BlackVue Power Magic Ultra Battery B-124X. The use of the B-124X battery helps protect your car's battery by the fact that it supplies power to your dash camera instead of your car's battery. It also allows you to enable parking mode for extended periods of time. Pittasoft did supply this product free of charge to RetroArchive 530 LLC, but the opinions expressed in this video are my own. We start off with, of course, the B-124X battery itself, the user manual for the B-124X. Velcro strips are supplied to help secure the battery pack in the installation location. A 2-wire power port adapter is supplied for the battery pack, which is used to supply power to your BlackVue dash camera. Next, we have the power port adapter or cigarette lighter adapter, which is used to supply power to the B-124X. The second option for supplying power to the B-124X is to hardwire into a fuse panel in your vehicle, and this hardwire cable is supplied as an alternative to the power port adapter. If you are hardwiring the unit into your fuse panel, you need to have a fuse tap, so 3 are supplied with this product. The only one that's not supplied as a common type today is a low-profile mini type. You may need to purchase one on your own if you have that type in your vehicle. Now let's take a look at the solutions offered by BlackVue to power your BlackVue dash camera. The focus of this particular video is the BlackVue Power Magic Ultra Battery B-124X, which is on the right-hand side of this particular webpage from the BlackVue website. It's listed under the battery category, of course, since it's a battery-based solution. There are 2 kit solutions which draw power from your car battery, and then there are 2 solutions which are battery packs from BlackVue. So take a look at this particular page, pause the video if you want to look at the feature sets, and I'll have a link down in the description section of this video so you can go check out this page on the BlackVue website. We're now taking a look at the BlackVue Power Magic Ultra Battery B-124X. This has Bluetooth connectivity and an application that you can run on your phone that connects over Bluetooth to check the current status of the battery pack. It is fast charging. It has 2 options for a power port adapter or being hardwired in your car's fuse panel. And it can power a single channel dash camera for up to 24 hours and dual channel dash cameras for potentially up to 20 hours. The case is now made of aluminum, which allows for better heat dissipation and for more rugged installations such as in commercial vehicles. The battery capacity is 76.8 watt-hours. The battery is made from lithium iron phosphate instead of a typical lithium-ion battery. This allows for more extreme temperatures to be tolerated and for more charge cycles. Now you have to be able to charge the battery pack, and there are 2 options with that. You can wire it such that it's connected to the vehicle's fuse panel, which is illustrated on the left side of the screen. And then you can also use the included power port adapter plug to connect to a cigarette port or a power port plug in your vehicle. Now in both cases, the fuse socket and the power port socket need to be a switched power source, which means that it is only powered when the vehicle is running. That way it won't drain the car's battery charging the battery pack for the dash camera while the vehicle is off. If you're unfamiliar with the terms of switched and unswitched power sources, please check out the video that I have an info card on the top right hand corner, or if you don't see that, make sure you check out the description section for the link to that video, where I go through and define what switched and unswitched power sources are and how to locate them in your fuse panel. On the left side of the screen you can see where it talks about fast charging, as I talked about in the previous segment. The hardwire configuration draws 9 amps and takes approximately 40 minutes to charge the battery pack from 0 to 100%, and the cigarette lighter is 5 amps and takes approximately 80 minutes. Then on the right side of the screen it talks about powering the dash cam for parking mode, and I have found in my testing for this 2-channel configuration that approximately 20 to 21 hours is accurate for a 2-channel configuration. Using the BlackVue battery application, which is available on iOS and Android, you can connect over Bluetooth to the B-124X. You can get current status information from the battery, including current charge level, the power in, power out, and some estimated recording times. If the battery capacity of the B-124X is not sufficient for your needs, you can also expand the charge capacity by getting the B-124E expansion battery modules. This is useful if you have an extended parking mode that you wish to support, so check that out on the BlackVue website. One of the nice extra features of the B-124X battery pack is the fact that it includes a USB port which can be used to charge an external device, or it can be, more importantly, used to power an external hotspot for your Wi-Fi connectivity if you're going to be using the BlackVue over the cloud functionality. If your car doesn't support a Wi-Fi hotspot already, and you can purchase an external Wi-Fi hotspot, you could potentially power it by connecting it to this port on the B-124X. And the second feature added with the B-124X is the fact that the system is 24 volt compatible. This allows this device to be installed into many commercial fleet vehicles, so if you're considering a dash camera installation into a commercial vehicle, the B-124X may be the solution for your battery needs in that installation. One of the questions I had while I was reviewing this product is, will it support third-party dash cameras that require more than 2 wires to initiate a parking mode situation? And the answer actually is yes. I've tested the output voltage on the connector on the battery pack, and it does support a switched power output. And there is a cable, as you can see on the screen, that is available from BlackVue that includes a 3-wire configuration. So if you wish to support a non-BlackVue camera that needs parking mode with switched and unswitched power, you have that option. I will put a link to this particular page on the BlackVue website down in the description section of this video. BlackVue provides an application on iOS and Android that is called the BlackVue Battery Manager app. On the screen on the left, there's the BlackVue Cloud application, which is used to manage the dash camera itself. And that application actually will start the BlackVue Battery Manager app if you click on the BlackVue Battery link in that application. When the BlackVue Battery Manager app starts, it will scan over Bluetooth looking for PowerMagic Ultra batteries so that it then can present a list of IDs that it found in the local area. When a device is located, one or more may be presented on the screen. You tap on the ID that you wish to see the status of. Next, the application attempts to connect to the device to retrieve the status information from the battery. On the top, we can see it's a BlackVue B-124X battery, and then the Bluetooth ID. Then we have the charge status section, which it shows at 58% with a 32 degrees Celsius internal temperature. And the fact that this battery is charging, the circle is a red circle, and it will change to a blue once it has been fully charged or is not charging at that point in time. Then DC in, the volts and amps is listed at 13.4 volts and 5 amps. So the test battery pack that I have for this review was configured with the power port or cigarette light adapter and is limited to 5 amps. So it's important that the slide switch on the front of the B-124X be put into the cigarette position to make sure it only draws 5 amps. If it is hardwired, then you move it over to the hardwired position where it will draw 9 amps. And then if you're not going to be using the battery pack, you should move it into the middle, which turns it off, and it should retain the charge for potentially up to 1 year. Next, we have the output voltage, and in this particular example, the battery pack is charging, but there's no current draw from a dash camera, since it's listed as 14 volts, but it's at 0.0 amps. Next, we have the battery capacity, and that's a configuration option within the application to define the total battery capacity, be it just the B-124X, or does it also include any B-124E battery packs that you might have included. So you define that a little bit later in the app, and I'll show you that in just a moment. Then there are estimates for charging time and usage time remaining. And in this particular case, since it was at 58%, it estimates that a full charge will be attained in 29 minutes since there's no draw on it at this point in time. And we can now see that we're at 79% charge. Everything else is pretty much the same, except the estimated charging time is down to 14 minutes. And now we have a screenshot showing the 100% fully charged battery. The input voltage is now still present 13.4 volts, but it's drawing 0.0 amps. And the output is still 0 amps as well. And we're remaining charge time and usage time are at 0 since there's no charging taking place and no current draw on the battery pack at this point. And here's a screenshot from a parking mode situation where I have a DR900S 2-channel camera attached to this battery pack, and the vehicle is turned off with the battery basically fully charged. It's now estimating a usage time of 20 hours and 3 minutes, and that's pretty accurate. With this 2-channel configuration for the DR900S, it seemed to run just a little over 20 hours, almost 21. So pretty accurate there. And we can see that the DC in is at 0 volts and 0 amps because the vehicle is turned off at this point. So then the output, we can see that we have the battery pack producing 13.5 volts, and there is current draw at this point. Of course, the dash cam is in parking mode, and it's at 0.3 amps. Now I've switched over to the settings screen by pressing the upper right hand portion of the screen, and here in settings, there are three things that we can modify here. The first one is the override parking mode timeout function. This appears to be a function available only for BMWs in Asia that might have dash cameras already installed in the vehicles. So for most North America installations, this probably wouldn't be something you would be changing. The beep on and off is something that you may want to change depending where you've installed the battery pack. Typically with this feature on, you will hear beeps from the battery pack when it receives power from the vehicle and when power is removed. If that's kind of an annoying feature for you, you can turn that feature off here. And as far as battery capacity, there's a page in the B-124X's user manual that gives you a proper value to enter into this particular field. If it's just the B-124X, then you would leave it at the 6,000 milliamp hours, and depending on how many B-124E expansion packs you have installed, you would put in the appropriate value here, and then that corresponds to the value we saw on the main status screen. So with that, we've gone through the BlackVue Battery Manager application. After working with this battery pack for a couple of weeks, what are my findings? Well, I pretty much think it delivers everything it promises to deliver. It has the aluminum case, which protects it really well. If you're going to install this in an industrial or commercial vehicle, it should hold up pretty well, but you would want to install it in a hidden area, such as a glove box or underneath the seat or in the trunk, somewhere where it's not going to be exposed to direct sunlight. The charge and discharge times mentioned in the product literature and the BlackVue Battery Manager application seem to be pretty accurate. I have done some parking mode testing. I did a test with a BlackVue DR900S2 channel in parking mode with time-lapse configured for that particular camera, and I achieved approximately 20 and a half to almost 21 hours, and the estimate, as we saw on one of the screens, was about that amount of time. The BlackVue Battery Manager application does seem to have some connectivity issues. Even though it says it's connected to the battery, it doesn't always retrieve the battery status. On iOS, at least, I have found that I have to fully exit the application and restart it from scratch, and that often corrects the problem. One thing to avoid as a user error during installation is to make sure you set the power switch to the correct position. Cigarette means it will draw 5 amps from the power port or cigarette port adapter that you plugged into in your vehicle. And if you set it to hardwire by mistake, it will attempt to draw 9 amps, which may be too much for those type of connections. So make sure if you're connecting it through the cigarette lighter or power port adapter that is set to the cigarette position. And if you're hardwiring it into the fuse box, make sure you set it to hardwire, where it will reduce the charging times by drawing 9 amps to charge the battery. Check out that other video that I mentioned earlier about looking for power source types and hardwiring by looking in the description section of this video for that link. Make sure as you install the wiring for the hardwiring configuration or even the power port adapter that you avoid running any of the wires over any of the supplemental restraint airbags within your vehicle. This can create a situation that might restrict the movement of the airbag when they are deployed, so it's important to make sure that you avoid installing any wiring over airbags. Since this battery pack supports 12 volt and 24 volt systems, this is a great solution for both passenger vehicles and commercial vehicles. Since it does have a 5 volt USB port on it, it can be used to charge devices such as phones, iPads, whatever you have that might be able to connect over a USB-A connector. But more importantly, this is also possible to power a Wi-Fi hotspot. So if you're going to be using BlackVue over the cloud with your BlackVue dash camera, this would be a viable option to power an external Wi-Fi hotspot to give you connectivity to BlackVue over the cloud. And if one battery pack isn't sufficient for your parking mode needs, you can always add one or more BlackVue B-124E battery packs to expand the battery capacity to your needs. So in summary, would I recommend the B-124X for anyone looking for a dashcam battery pack? Certainly. It will help you protect your car's battery from being drained by your dash camera. It will also give you the length of time hopefully you're looking for in parking mode. And if one battery pack's not enough, you can always expand it with one or more B-124E expansion battery modules. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you leave a comment down in the comment section. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification to keep up to date on videos that I upload to the channel. And if you like the content of this video, make sure you hit that like button. Remember to check the description section of this video for additional links and information related to this product review. And if you would like to support the Retro Car Guy 530 YouTube channel, check out the Amazon affiliate links in that description section. If you use those links to purchase any products from Amazon, I will receive a commission from that purchase at no additional cost to you. And thanks for supporting the channel. Hope to see you in a future video. Thanks for watching.